Creepshow was one of the most successful, sort of popular 1980s horror movies, anthology feature films out there. And there's a huge collection of stuff that you can get here, whether it's comics, movies, or whatever else you want, or TV shows from Creepshow. But Creepshow is the brainchild of George A. Romero and Stephen King. And so you get these two horror minds meeting to get them together. And so this is my Creepshow collection of stuff that I've gotten over the years. I like to get like a full-size Creep, or even, you know, something like huge that I can put in a corner and scare the crap out of people with. But for now, this is all we're going to get for the Creepshow collection. So let's dig in to this closer look at Creepshow collection. Dark and stormy night here in Southern California, and we're here to talk about Creepshow, to show off this collection of stuff. But first off, Creepshow is based on the EC horror comics of the 1950s. The idea comes from George A. Romero and Stephen King, and the first one features 5 stories and a wraparound story with Tom Atkins. It stars Tom Atkins, Leslie Nielsen, Ted Danson, Stephen King as himself in one of the sort of vignettes here, Hal Holbrook, Adrienne Barbeau, Fritz Weaver, Carrie Nye, E.G. Marshall, and Vivica Lanfers. And it was released on November 10th, 1982 in theaters. And Father's Day, Lonesome Death of Jordy Verrill, Something to Tide You Over, The Crate, and They're Creeping Up on You are all of the sort of episodes of the first Creepshow here. And so we've got this wonderful sort of Scream Factory packaging and everything like that going on here. Creepshow 2 was directed by Michael Garnick and was written by George A. Romero based on a Stephen King stories. So we've got a couple Stephen King stories here as well. Features 3 stories and a wraparound, so there's 2 less stories. They had some planned, but they couldn't get to it because of budgetary reasons, and filming on this movie was an absolute nightmare. It was hellacious for them to film, and so it stars Lois Childs, George Kennedy, Dorothy Landmore, Tom Savini, and stories are Old Chief Woodenhead, The Raft, and The Hitchhiker. It was released on May 1st, 1987, a full 5 years almost after the first movie. And Creepshow 2, it does have less stories. The stories are a little longer, which means they have to pick up more slack in the storytelling department and sort of actually being full-fledged stories. But Creepshow 2 is still an excellent, excellent choice for anybody who's out there for a scary anthology. And then, of course, we don't talk about Creepshow 3. We don't talk about it. It sucks. Don't watch it. There's no Creepshow 3. There's no Creepshow 3. Here's me doing the reading for this. I'm reading my notes here. There is no Creepshow 3. Creepshow 3 doesn't exist, so just get it out of your head. Back to Creepshow. We've got the Creepshow on Shudder. So this was announced, and it is an anthology TV series based on obviously the movie here. And we've got 3 seasons so far, with a 4th coming soon. But Greg Nicotero is the showrunner, and you'll know Greg Nicotero from everything in horror, who does awesome effects, and also The Walking Dead. He was a big part of that show. It's based on short stories by Stephen King, Joe Hill, and others. Joe Hill, of course, being the son of Stephen King, and also wrote the story that The Black Phone is based on. Premiered on September 26, 2019 on Shudder, the best streaming service ever. If you don't have Shudder and you're watching horror movies, you should go get it, because it's only $5 a month. That's not paid. I'm just telling people because I love Shudder. It features horror legends such as Adrienne Barbeau, Barbara Crampton, Tobin Bell, David Arquette, Keith David, Ashley Lawrence, Michael Rooker, and plenty of others. The cast that they get for these episodes throughout the series is insane. It's amazing. It has 2 animated specials that they made during the pandemic, because obviously they had to shut down for COVID-19. And they also have a holiday special that's excellent. That is a holiday classic with tons of great creature effects and monster effects and everything that you can check out. And then, of course, there's the Halloween Horror Nights maze that they did in 2019. They had 3 sections that were based on the original film, and then 2 based on the show. So you could go through basically vignette and everything of Creepshow. It was awesome. I got to go through it. I waited in line for like 2 hours at Halloween Horror Nights one time. And it was absolutely awesome. You got to, the facade is the comic book, and it just looked great. I hope they bring this one back for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm big into Horror Nights. And then, of course, finally, we have the new comic books. We have the Creepshow series here from Image, and we've got a variant cover. I have 3 issues right now. I think there's 4 or 5 issues out now, so I have to go pick those up. But these are absolutely fantastic, just sort of homages to the old EC comics, and we've got the Creep on all of them, and they've got some great writers and great artists working on these, and the tales are just great, and the look of the comic books is perfect. It just captures it perfectly. I'm sitting here recording a voiceover, thumbing through these and just looking and marveling at them. The ads are great. It's just perfect. It's Creepshow incarnate, and so it doesn't get much better than this, than the Creepshow comic books and the Creepshow movies here in the TV show. So Creepshow is absolutely awesome. The first one, it comes in this special Scream Factory packaging like you saw before. But if you really like Creepshow, you'll love more horror movie content like this.